Hi, it's me, Chef Sammy. We are cooking with patience and welcome back to the channel. I just realized that we have not uploaded a video in 3 months, and that is insane to me. All right, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making key lime cookies for the first time. All right, these are lime flavored roll cookies. The recipe came from allrecipes.com. Those are made by design. It is a 5-piece plastic mixing bowl set with lids that I found at Target. They no longer have these bowls in stock. I wish I would have purchased at least 2 or 3 sets of them, but now they're gone. And I used my Rubbermaid 34-piece half-cup containers to get my ingredients together. All right, so this recipe, there's a prep time of 20 minutes, a cook time of 10 minutes. So the total time it's supposed to be 50 minutes. 2 dozen is what I ended up coming up with instead of 3 dozen because of the size of the cookies. All right, so as far as the ingredients go, I used Walmart butter, the unsalted, a half cup, 1 cup of white sugar, that was Walmart, Walmart eggs, Walmart flour, baking powder, salt. The lime that I used was from Walmart. Just in case if you see that lime, this is what I used to make the zest. And confectioner sugar, or aka powdered sugar, was used for the recipe. All right, so I had to preheat my Cuisinart air fryer oven on 350, and I put it on 20 minutes because I figured it was going to take me about 10 to 20 minutes to get the ingredients together for the recipe. All right, so the first thing I did was I measured out the flour. The flour was put inside of my Made by Design bowl that I love so much. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all of the ingredients together ahead of time so that this video isn't extremely long. So here's a picture of all the ingredients. You cannot see the flour because it is to the left of the picture. But you see the butter, which I ended up letting that sit on top of the stove after I cooked breakfast, and it was able to melt. My microwave is out of commission right now. I'm waiting on another one to be shipped to me. It's probably going to be about a couple of weeks. So I had to do what I had to do. I just set it on top of the oven and it was able to melt while cooking breakfast. The sugar is there, and then you see the egg yolk, the baking powder, then the salt, then you see the fresh lime juice, the grated lime zest, and last but not least, the confectioner sugar for decoration, which we call that powdered sugar. All right, you have 2 options. Either you can use your mixer or you can use your hand. I decided to use handheld whisk, and I was able to cream the butter, the sugar, the egg, and the egg yolk until it was smooth. And I looked at it and I was like, okay, I'm liking the way that this looks. And then I put in the lime juice and the lime zest like the recipe called for. Then I took the flour, and instead of me putting the flour in all at once, I put it in like 3 parts. Then the baking powder, the salt, and I started creaming it. When I went to go and form the dough, it was very, very sticky. I put it in the refrigerator because I had to go to the store and get something else. I came back and it was still sticky, so I ended up having to put it in the freezer. I recommend that you put it in the freezer for 30 minutes and not in the refrigerator. That helps so that you can go ahead and you can form the balls. I use parchment paper, so I was able to put the first set of cookies in there. As soon as I put them in there, it was already starting to melt. So I ended up putting the other half of the dough back inside of the freezer. And the last cookies, or dozen, they looked like 100% better than the first one, because the other ones, they were like doing like the electric slide, I want to say, inside of the baking pan. That's just a comparison. That really didn't happen. You know, it was slightly brown, and I let them cool for like 30 minutes. That was not long enough. That was not long enough. You need to let it cool at least an hour before you put the powder on there. And I was supposed to sift the sugar over the cookies while it was warm. I did not sift it. I just kind of hand poured it. So that's probably why it doesn't look exactly like the cookies. I'm not that great at sifting on top of stuff, so I just kind of threw it on there with my hands. But this is the presentation. I'm going to rate this recipe. I'm going to give this recipe a 5. I know that there are other people that were complaining about like the wet part, but I mean, that just, it totally depends on you and your accuracy with the recipe. Because sometimes if you put too much, it might be a little runny, you know, it just depends. But I was able to make this recipe for the first time around. Remember, we're cooking with patience, but I do tell you that on the first time you might not get it right, and that's okay, because that's why we're cooking with patience. So I just wanted to, you know, share this with you. The cookies are already wrapped and headed, you know, wherever they're going to head to, but I just wanted to let you know that they did turn out nicely. Miss Pam, whoever you are, thank you for the recipe, and I hope that you get a chance to see this one day. You know, and maybe you share my video. All right, well, that's about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and continue to support so that I can give you all more videos. All right, bye.